Hey everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back. So if you're watching this more live, yes, I'm going to do 2 pages today. I really want to start work tomorrow and not have to worry about coming home tomorrow night and doing this. So I have some time today, so I'm going to do it because I can, right? So today's page is on the back of the one that I did earlier today for day 31. So we're doing day 32 now. This is day 32 is a list of my clients' gifts, the gifts that my clients gave to me. So I like to get that documented every year with a list, and I'm planning on using a journaling card here, one of these 2, probably this one, and then that would be, if I do that, I can let this tag stick out, and that would be another, another, what do I want to say, piece that you would be able to see through the top. And I have 2 red, I know I have 2 red twine tags and 1 green, and so I'll probably do it that way. So then I was thinking about these presents, and then perhaps doing some sort of like card or something. But I have, if I do this, I have all this space in this card, and I guess, well, I can't, you guys can see there's a tree here, but if I do that, that would look ridiculous because it's really small. And I guess also if I guess that would sort of help with that, but it feels a little bit like I'm just making it happen versus what I really want it to do. So then I did think about maybe, something like this, because that's really just a filler card. That's what that's for. With this, you can even use it as a whole filler card, or like put a photo here. I mean, I could do something like that, but I think the pink is blending in, so that's okay. I don't love it. This is a little busy, I think, and this is so blue. I don't really want to use the red, and I'm not emphasizing anything more. So right now, maybe this somehow, like, maybe something like this, if I really wanted to do that, to do just a little filler. I do have this one as well because there's blue in this and there's blue here. So I've kind of let that in my mind be something that I could do, but I don't really like this with this. It's a lot for some reason. So I'm going to put these over here. You'll be able to see them sort of to the side as ideas that I have. The other thing that I thought about is that I have this 4x6 sheet from Happy Holidays, or 6x4 really, that I haven't used yet. And there is one here that says it's the most wonderful time of the year. This is not exactly the same green, but I think that would work. So, Happy New Year, Claire. Good to see you. I hope you had a good time last night at your party. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out first. And this is from the 6x4 journaling card paper. I'm probably going to be coughing a lot today, you guys. I did a ton after I did the first layout today. So I took down a tree. I took down all the Christmas decorations except for my big tree. Well, I have 2 5-foot trees. So I took one of the 5-foot trees down, and then all the Christmas decorations other than those 2 trees that are still up, dusted, vacuumed, put things, away, put things back. It was crazy. I've worked really hard. Got rid of, all the boxes and stuff that I hadn't quite done yet. I actually have a few more in my storage closet. I would start saving boxes around Christmas time, because you never know what you're going to need, right? Okay, so I think if I do this, this is not going to work. So I'll put that to the side. I'm hoping I didn't even think about this. Oh, good. Whew. Okay. Well, it's a little short on the top and a little long on the sides, but I think that's okay. So what I'm going to do, hey, Barbara, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you as well. Look at you guys with the French. I didn't even attempt that today. Although it's getting close. I pulled out my notes from when I first started learning French on Duolingo, because that's where a lot of the very basic phrases are that I'm going to want to go ahead and review over the next little while, because we're getting close. I also did pull my box of things for traveling, like I bought some new shampoo containers because mine were old and were starting to leak on occasion, which that's no fun. And I bought spray to help with wrinkles, a little thing of toilet paper we can carry in case we can't find any. Claire, that is general. So Claire just said that her trees don't come down until Epiphany. That is generally what I do as well, but this year's a little bit different because of my trip to France. So, and it's you know, I don't want to like just throw out there exactly when I'm leaving, but it's not that long after Epiphany that I'm not kind of hyper aware. Okay, so then if I'm going to do this, I need something behind there because otherwise that's going to not look right. So I'm thinking, what could I do for a background back there? And there is a navy, and maybe that's what I should do. There's also a red. The greens I'm going to stay away from. And that plaid doesn't exist. So I could do like a little 3x4 card out of that. And then that sort of all works together. I'm thinking maybe the navy, though I just have to find, well, I could go really plain. Have that, but I thought there was like a navy polka dot. Or I could even do this blue as well. Let's see what that looks like. Because the navy, I think the red is a little bright. Kind of like the way that looks. I'd probably rather have a pattern, honestly. So far that light blue is my favorite. I actually think I'm to the point with this paper that I can go to one envelope, but I just haven't had time to do that. Oh, guess what? Oh no, I was gonna say they have the plaid. I just found another piece of that paper that I'm using. Oh, too funny. Okay, maybe I was just imagining it, that there was a blue polka dot, and then, oh, there we go. This is the blue I'm thinking of. Okay, I had not lost my mind. That's nice to know. Okay, so with this, I really just want a 3x4 of this. So I'm going to do my favorite thing and just glue this on here. So this is the 4x4 journaling card paper here, which should make this really easy, right? If I did it straight. If I glued it straight, that would be helpful. Okay, so then just cut that there. Barbara, it's soon. I don't want to just throw that out there on the internet. So, but I'm going to, when I'm there, try to do at least one like live session for you somewhere in France. If that sounds out, but it's soon. It's not that far away. So I'm really, like, I'm getting down to the wire where I'm going, okay, like it's not this week, but you know, we don't have that many days. So, I mean, it's exciting, but it's also crazy to think that it's almost time when, you know, this has been, I first mentioned something to a good friend of mine about going about a year ago. So it's just crazy that we're here. Okay, and you know, it's interesting. Now I've cut this and I'm thinking, yes, perhaps, we'll see. My daughter-in-law probably would tolerate it. I don't know if my best friend would, and I wouldn't need to include them. Although my mom was a good sport. I don't know if you remember that Christmas last year. I went to visit my mom in December when December Daily started, and I couldn't do December Daily from my mom's. So I just did some crazy videos and went on search of Christmas cactuses and all that kind of stuff. Thanks, Barbara. Yeah, I'm not usually crazy about like keeping stuff like that, but with this one, I want to be a little careful about being too out there with when exactly we leave. I know I'm going to be doing a live, which is kind of funny, but still. Okay, so this, I won't want to do anything where I glue that down because I can tell you that I'm going to use a tag. So I have a list there and there. So it's a lot what I to put on here. So what I think I will do though is I think I'm going to see if I can find a heart, like a red heart to go there that will cover that up. Just because I want to add in a color from something else in here to get a little bit more color on here, and look at that. That's perfect. So that's what I'm going to do with that, I think. But yeah, so crazy. I also went through and I'd been just throwing, like I bought turtlenecks because I didn't have any turtlenecks. Just because we're going to be, you know, on our feet. And Paris right now is a lot warmer than what it would be here in Wisconsin in any other year. Except this year we have just crazy weather here and it's warm. Okay, then I need a date. And it's day 32. So I can't just throw, you know, a banner or anything like that on here because that doesn't exist. So I think I'm going to go back to my alphabet soup, and I do have 32 here. And I can either do it at the top, or I don't want to do it at this bottom because that covers a gift. I think I'm going to do it at the bottom left there. There's a gift right here, but I can really see what it is. This one will cover, there's a, one of my clients gave me like a teaspoon for iced tea that has a saying in it about books. Because imagine that. Okay, so this is fairly simple. I'm trying to decide, and I'll probably do the writing on this in blue, is my thought, but I don't think that I'm going to do anything else on this card. I think I'm going to let it go just as it is. So let me get all of these back in here again. This needs to be trimmed just a tiny little bit here. And then this, obviously, I'll have some journaling to do before my book is finished, okay? So we've got that done. Then, next is, here's my December calendar, but this will be the last, well, I'm going to show you my book in just a second. Uh-oh, we're starting to break up. Ah, no. I may have to come back on and do this because the last time this happened, it didn't get better. Ah, such a bummer. And it was my router when this happened the last time, so means I might, oh, looks like, okay, looks like we're okay. I think, yes, all right, whew. Okay, so this will be my last page in my book, sort of, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Then, so this page is going to be opposite it in my book, and I think I told you earlier that I thought I would do something like a collage of photographs of stuff around my house, and that's what I'm going to do here, and I'm just going to leave it, I don't know if I'm going to call that day 33 or just leave it as day 32. So there's a lot of extra room and stuff here. Like I could really cut that photo probably a little bit more because you're seeing, I want to be careful about making it too narrow because then it'll look strange, but you don't need to see this Galena, Illinois. So what this is it's a collection of Santas that I've had for years, and I bought a new one that's a Baker Santa, and then this guy was new last year, and I didn't do anything about recording that. So I'm just thinking like that maybe, just a little bit of overlapping. And then I want some sort of paper. Hey, geez, I have paper. So let's see what I've got left that might work well with this. I'm wondering, so there's a nice green. Kind of shying away from the red here. I don't think it will pop on that. And then I thought I saw, and it might be, oh, here we go. This is the one, other one I was thinking of. I wonder if I would like this one or if that's a little bit too much. Yeah, that's too much. Okay, so we're gonna do this green one. Yay for getting this done. And then I always think I need to take off just a smidge here because it's a little bit tall. It's a little bit tall otherwise. It's not a lot usually. It's just a tiny, tiny bit. Let me just make sure that, well, actually the easiest thing for me to do then, actually would have been, the easiest thing for me to do would be this. I'm only going to put ATG on, maybe on the bottom here, but I'm going to stay away from the sides because we'll look at my calendar and I might do a little bit of decoration on that as well. Because this is kind of like, here we are, we're summing it all up here. And how did I do? Actually really well. Just a little bit more. Okay. So I have that. We're going back to that again. And this is also something from last year that actually I bought at the end of the year on clearance from the Disney site. Maybe this is where we use this big, kind of like that. My question is though, oh, and there's decor, things like time to decorate and stuff like that. Just looking to see what else I might have because I think it's more like this kind of stuff. I don't know that I have any other big pieces here. That, I mean, I could do a present, but I have Santa faces in my sticker sheet from Happy Holidays. So like this guy here, I also might have them in, let's see if we have them in chipboard. So yeah, I have a big Santa face in chipboard here. I kind of like the idea of like something more large there, like that. And something down here as well. I have a Frosty, but he'll take up too much space. Maybe that's where I bring in down here. And then I also want to just journal a little bit. That should be pretty easy though, because I have plenty of, oops. I also have one of those radios. We used one of those the other day. I should be able to do that with no problem because I have I don't like that one. I'm gonna say I have plenty of these labels. I also have the label stickers too. Don't want green. Okay, I was thinking more this shape. And maybe I need to go, maybe I've used my, I could do pink though too, because there's pink across the way here. It's a little bit different because it's the Echo Park pink versus this pink, but that's okay. And I have plenty of like little candy canes and things, so maybe I could grab like one of those or something. It would need to face this way though. And of course, they're all facing the wrong way because otherwise they're gonna loop. Need to be able to see what I'm talking about is this will take, this will, you know, it surrounds the picture there versus if I did it this way, that would be a little bit different. So that would work better. Okay, so here's a red and here's a red. Again, if these are left over at the end, they just go in my regular stash. Let's see what this pink looks like. It's okay. I do have those label stickers. I was gonna say, oh, decorating, but it's the wrong kind. It's the decorating the Christmas tree. That is not what we want today. But I'm sure I have something. Okay, I can't find my label stickers. I know I have them. Oh, I can't find them because I have them out over here. Oh, and look at this. What did I do? I pulled some of these colors out before, but it's that, well, it's that bigger label, but maybe I'd like it better in pink. Okay. I actually like adding that little bit of pink up there. And then let's look through stickers here. So official Christmas card photo would work. I have all my Christmas cards up here. I did take those down today And I save anything with a photo and I make a layout of that later on. And then anything that's a homemade card, I save and I hold, I put them in the book, and you'll see that. I'll show you those in a little bit. There is a time to decorate here. I think that's the sentiment we're going to use down here. Maybe what I'll do is pop a little Santa hat or something on down here, but this is going to need to come down quite a bit. And then I'm just going to start putting something down here, or things are moving too much for me right now. So this, I'd kind of like to sit right about the top of that photo there. And then Santa can sit there because it's really all about let's see. I don't want to take off the top of that because that is the glass ornament. Okay, I'm just going to put it down and then play with it from there. Hope it works. This one I can move around just a little bit. Okay. This will come on here. Okay, that looks good. That will come on there. And then Santa and his hat, I think right about there. The one thing I'm a little concerned about is that this is going to feel very top heavy because Santa's pretty big. So I may need to play around with something on the bottom still. So the time to decorate can go here-ish. And then I said maybe like that cute little Santa hat puppy. I really like getting these phrase stickers on Crooked. Okay, that looks better. Let's get that down. And I'm going to offset this a little bit to one side. We'll see if that's far enough. Cute. Okay. Well, cute. I'm saying it's cute. I did it though. I just got some ATG on my photo, but quickly I'll be able to probably take it out. It came off. Okay. So there is that. I don't think I need to do a day 33 here. So what I was saying about those candy canes before, see how these are this side? That they go this way versus going this way. But those are too tiny, and the other ones go the other way. But let's see, what do I have here? I have a little red star and a little pink one. And a little white dot. Or maybe a green one instead. Am I going to be able to see that green one? I won't be able to see the dark one, but I have a light one. I'm not sure like that. Thought I'd use up some of these little pieces that are left, but I'm not sure that this is what I want that to. It feels like extra stuff on it. I'm going to leave it clean. Some days I like stuff dotted around, some days I don't. I guess it's a don't today. Okay, so that is the page that goes across. So these will sit like this, and then we have my calendar at the very end, which will be the last thing sitting in the back there. So I'm going to put away these die cuts into the dish because I don't think I'm going to use those. Now, like I said, I've got lots of Christmas earlier today. I have lots of Christmas stuff to do yet. And I think that may work. I just want to make sure I didn't even really look at these together. So there's not blue on here, but there is blue in the cards and stuff. So I think those two pages work really well together. So I'm going to leave them as they are. So then let's look at this. So one of the things I'm seeing a lot of green on this. And keep in mind, this is not going to be across from anything. It's just, what does this look like at the end of the book? So there's not a lot of green. I do have this December 25th tape. Feels a little bit metallic for this, and this is the end of the book, not the beginning. But I do have some star and some snow red tape, and I particularly like this red snow. So sometimes what I'll do is take these and wrap them. If I can find the end of this, this is Echo Park washi tape. But boy, is it it's like not staying flat on the page, which is interesting. So I'm going to take this and go here, right down the middle of that. I think this is what we're going to do. And I'm going to just wrap it. And then I'll do kind of the same thing here. Now there's a lot of words on here. So I did think about maybe phrase stickers, but I don't think I need any more words on here. There's plenty. So then the question is, and I'm thinking these puffies, I do have puffies here too. So let's look at both puffies here and see what I might want to do. So I could do some presents. I have small fir trees. I'm going to just take those and move them. I have wreaths, because I also have this sticker book as well. Hold on a second. I just found a stray chipboard number. And I don't even know where those are. So we'll just pop that up there. Okay. So I also have these. So I think there's a small wreath in here. There's a cute stocking. I also could have used some of the border stickers from this as well, because the border stickers would have worked great. Okay, the wreath here is pretty big, as is the wreath on the other one. I was thinking they were smaller. Lots of stockings, but they're bigger. This one's a little bit smaller. I have the bows I could use. That wreath is going to be too big. Yeah. And I do have that little bit of holly up there. So what would a tree look like if we did like just a tree? They kind of need to go Actually, I'm just playing around with position here to see what I like better there. So that's kind of simple. And then maybe this is where I go back and I add red, pink, that's the same size. Let's do green. And then white here. And then we'll do white and the green there. And you know what? I like them so much better here. All right, so that then I've decorated the back of the page there. Okay, so if you guys have been keeping track, I have one more thing that I think I want to do. So let's get these into the book. Washi tape can go back in. I am just going to tuck my little note here behind that, just so I don't lose it on my desk, because there's a bunch of stuff here. So it's just there. I'll be able to come back to that. So let me go grab my book, which is actually, I didn't actually take it too far away. Okay, so we were here earlier this morning. So we popped that in. Okay, so that's back there. So now we've got this, which is day 32. And then I'm just going to leave this one as part of day 32. It's the most wonderful time of year. Sometimes I'll do these separately, and then you'll see them as like day 32, day 33 bonus. Okay, so we have that. Then we have this. And then what this is I save Christmas cards. So anybody who hand makes me a card, I save those every year. Sometimes it's just one on a piece. And behind this, I'm putting those 6x8 pieces of the paper that I haven't used up yet. So I find something that I like and use them up. And Harmony won't want me to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is Harmony's card to me. She sent me a little card. So and using the word joy because she knows how much I like it. Then 2 other cards that people made me. And then I saved special cards. And these are glued down just so they don't shift because I have more than one on a page. These are not because they're special messages. So this is a card that my daughter-in-law wrote to me from their family, which is beautiful. A card from my boyfriend, a card from my best friend. And then this is a card that one of my clients sent me this year, and if you take it out, it makes a scene. And they've done this for 3 or 4 years now. It's just beautiful. I look forward to this card every year, so that always goes in here. So this wasn't a very chunky book, has now become really chunky, but that's because everything is in there. And now I have my alternating green and red twine here. And I was so concerned about the fact that I didn't have the twine. Like I only had one for a while, but now we've solved that, right? Okay, so now one more thing. If you've been keeping track, I had talked about possibly doing another page, and this is so chunky, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I just have to go find back. Let's see, this is here. It was right here. So this is Christmas Day, and this is the 26th. I'm going to pull both of these out so that when we do them, I have that to look at. And you guys are going to see this finished tonight. Okay. So then we know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to take out my Sunny Side Up doilies, which are from Hobby Lobby. I just like how simple they are. And I'm going to put those on either side. I did toy with maybe doing just like a smaller one. But I think if I do that, let me show you. So this obscures quite a bit of the next page, but you still kind of get to see what's going on behind it. if I do the smaller ones, which are, I used to have 5-inch doilies, I don't anymore. So I have to go to a 4-inch doily. Okay, which I'm not finding my white 4-inch. Oh, here we go. So this is the 4-inch. And this would be fun if I just wanted to do what I was originally thinking. I don't know how well you're seeing this, but you can see a lot of that page behind. And in this particular case, especially when I flip it this way, I'd rather not. I really want to use this to kind of obscure what's going on behind it, and then, but then really soften it as well. So let's separate those two pages and let's get going here. So how far? So we're 40 minutes in, and I have 2 more things to do and my book is done, which that seems crazy. So then, oops, you have to be careful with doilies because once they go down, they go down. Just kind of trying to get a, and then you know me, I have to get those edges glued down, otherwise it drives me a little crazy. And they lift too much for me. I think I didn't do any more than what I did on camera with the last one. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing here. And sometimes this has a hard time. So with doilies sometimes, especially if you're using an ATG, you're better off just going to just using it down on whatever paper, whatever surface, because the doily for some reason does not like this, and I don't have this exact. So let's get this. I'm going to stand up. I'm having a hard time seeing this. Okay. I'm just going to do the same thing I just did, which is get these edges just down so that when I'm working with it, it doesn't drive me crazy. And that's a weird Kelly thing, so don't worry about it. If it doesn't bother you, don't worry about it. It's just a me thing. Okay. Okay. So we have that down. I just found my numbers that I was looking for, so I'm going to pop this one on here just so I don't lose it. I had thought about using these for day 32 is what it was, but that did not work. Okay, so we have this one. We have this one. I do have a Christmas tree, but I did do that on another one. I do have those presents. I'm not sure that they're going to be big enough, but let's see. If they are. If I'd done the smaller doilies, they would have been. And yum is not appropriate for that, but cute though. That feels like I'm making it work because that's all I have. At least to me, that's how that feels. And there are like gingerbread houses and cookies and that kind of thing left in there, but I don't think that's going to work for me. So Christmas trees would be good. I do have, those trees are too different in color. What else do we have? We have It's the Happiest Season of All. I like that. Let's see what's here. I do like this Merry Christmas. It's just, I'd almost need to do it with something else. And I'm going to try to keep in mind what's going on over there because that's really busy. But this could also go to the other side. Here's one more December 2023. I think I used this like this though. I did, now that I think about it. playing with. Is that too boring? I think I want to quick look at my other pages that I did here. Because I did that. I did a collage with, there we go. That's right. With December 2023 and the presents. I think that December 2023 has to wait for another page. Okay, so thinking about that, I do like doing things like that. I think I did one of these, that color actually, now that I think about it. We were not dashing through the snow this year. And we don't have we didn't do any ugly sweater seasons. No one was singing, so I don't need the fa la 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 la. Trying to figure out what to do here. I do like this one though. Maybe this one comes across there on that one. This is Christmas Day. So what could I do to make that a little bit more special without getting too crazy? That's not it. Okay. Thought presents, but maybe not. There is a cute little candy cane here. What I'm trying to do is build this a little bit bigger. Ooh, Claire's base coat goes up on her walls tomorrow, on her craft room walls. That's exciting. This is kind of a fun, almost sometimes modern collection. I don't like that tree on there. Just kind of playing around like, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What'll work? Keeping in mind, I'm working with that across from it. And there is some like, like a light blue turquoise in there. I actually like that probably the best. Just had an idea though. I have doilies, I think in a 4-inch size. In pink and red. I just caught myself clicking my tongue. I hope you're not hearing that. There we go. Let me see if I can grab just one and double layer that. I like it, but I don't like it with this. What does it look like from the back side? I want to make sure. Yeah, it's okay from the back side. You're not seeing any more than you normally would. So, and so this is bringing this in and making it a little bit smaller. So now I'm coming off center a little bit. I'm okay with that actually. Just because this was Christmas Day. go all the way. This Mary would be cute, except it's in, oh, what about one of these? It's in red. Special delivery. Under the tree. Milk and cookies. Holiday treats and decorating the tree. I don't think any of these are going to work. And nor will making a mess. Okay. It's like I feel like I need one more thing up there and then I would have it. Let's see, what else do we have here? I just found another light string. Is it the light string that'll do it? Let's see. No. 2. Because we've done that before. I wonder if I tried the presents now, if I'd like them a little bit better. I will say one of the things I think I'm missing is some blue in here. Maybe that's why I'm having, oh, hey, ask and you shall receive. There's a blue present. Let's try this again. There's a blue present, both in chipboard and puffy stickers. So maybe. I can always add some foam tape behind that red present. Claire, by the way, you know there is no contest about who finishes this first. I just years ago became insane and decided to start recording my process. I'm liking this present cluster. I'm liking the present cluster, but there's something about that. I want it to be just a little bit, if this was a little bit wider, I think I'd be happier. Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to try to, like if I do this, I'll cut this bottom off. I think. I've got so much stuff out here. It's starting to bother my eyes because I can't see what I'm doing anymore. So it'll look kind of like this, but just a little bit shorter. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just cut the bottom of this one off. Sacrilege, I know. I didn't use it exactly as they gave it to me. Okay. I think that's good. There we go. So then I'm going to get this down. Oops. Let's try it this way. Okay, and maybe I might do something up on that top left just to give myself a little something up there to echo the fact that I've got a little bit of something going on down here. I just combined this chipboard and stickers. That's from the Happy Holidays collection, by the way. Ooh, see, I've got a whole mess going on over here. All right, so I like this now. It's bringing in the light blue that's over here. It's bringing in navy. There's red, there's green. All of that is there. Okay, don't like that because it's the wrong direction. Let's go back to the chipboard and puffies here. I need a little green, but that's not it. Nor is that. That's a little big. If it was just a little bit smaller, I think it would be perfect. Let's see. What's left in my book here? It's a little bit big in scale to the presents, but maybe that's it. I don't think I have any more of those like floor. Oh, I have all those too. I have all the bows. I keep forgetting about those. Let me look at those. I have a ton of them. So hang on. I don't remember where this came. There we go. That's where that came from. Let's look at bows. So maybe green. There's not a green one on the sticker sheet, but I think there is a green one in here. Maybe that will be just enough. There we go. Let's look and see. I think this is all I'm going to need. I just need a little something over here. Or do I need it to go up here? And I want it to, yeah, I actually like it a little bit better up here. So there's white space there, but I think that's fine. I think that works well with the page over here because all the colors here, and there's stuff going on here, but I don't think it's too, that it's too busy. Personally, I don't think it's too busy. It might be to your eye, but then don't do it, right? So, Claire says she knows she's just excited because she hasn't been able to scrapbook all year because of the renovations. That would drive me crazy. I'm thinking maybe some enamel dots on here to finish it up, but I'm going to do this other side first. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. And then we had this, and I had a couple of ideas, like with this and that I liked. I don't think I did. I want to look at, again, what did I do with those other two? Because there's one, oh, it's the Holly Jolly here with that. So if I can find a different frame, it would be better. If I can't, that's fine because I think there's plenty of space in between. I like that Mary. I want to use that Mary. Let's see. And if I can use a bow or something up there. I think that Merry Christmas came out of there. Don't want to do that shape. I did look at doing this happiest season, but if I do this, I love that little piece there. Now, one of the things I'm missing as I'm looking at this is there's a lot of pink over here, and I don't have pink. So let's see what I can do with that. I also have the word joy up here too that I could do. That one I don't think is dark enough. It gets too light against all that white. It's kind of eliminating. This is one of the joys, but I even have a bigger joy that I could use. Okay. Just kind of playing. I do see some pink coming up here. Don't need a Dear Santa. No snow. I didn't record snow this year because there really wasn't snow. We had a, I was going to say we had a brown Christmas, but that's not really true. It has been so warm. We even have spring flowers that are starting to pop up here. Okay, what else do we have here? I have the Holly Jolly too, because that could be cute. And that Be Merry. Okay, let's look at this, because that's got the pink in it. It has the pink in it, but I don't love it. Let's go back to this. Playing around a little bit here with the direction I want this to go, because now I'm getting crazy. What could I do for pink? Or I'm going to look at this joy as well. There's a little angel sitting here, but I don't think, maybe I have a pink bow. This feels a little too rectangular if I do that. Let's see what happens there. Again, I feel like I need to change heights or something here. Ooh. I also have a tree here that's more blue than that light green, so let's try that one. I think it would be appropriate that I get that joy in. So I think I'm going to stay with that. And then, do we want to add a little candy cane in here? Or is that getting to be too much? Because there's so many candy canes on there. Yeah, I think that candy cane is just a little bit too much. I really like it, but okay. I'm actually going to, well, the die cut frame needs glue on it, but I'm going to throw a little ATG on all this. A blessed new year to you as well. Scrappy Peds Doc, if I'm reading that correctly. Okay. So there we go. I think that's good. And let's see. Do we want to do enamel dots or are... Actually, I think this one's good. Oh, the one thing I need to do with this one is I need to... Oh, and I have to do my holes there. That would have been bad because those would have pulled out probably right away. I'm going to grab a little bit of my foam tape here. And I'm gonna pop that under it, up this present, because it's up, oops. Probably should do it so I can't see it though. There we go. Then that'll hold that up. Okay, so then let's grab that other piece back here and decide what we're gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do? Because these are really both the same. Remember that scrap of green I have hiding somewhere that I've punched tons of holes out of? We're gonna do them again. So in case you guys haven't seen me do this, there it is. This is the We Are Memory Keepers tag reinforcer punch. And so you just do this and you have the holes, the reinforcers for your tags to, like, a couple different reasons. If you're doing something like this where you need one, or the other time I think it's nice is if you have like one that's on paper but it doesn't look all that real, you could use this punch and add a different color or something like that, make it look a little bit more real. I've done that before as well. So now I just need my glue. I'm going to keep this away from me because otherwise I like to lose those. Not that we can't punch them. I just have a little Zig glue pen here. And the reason I do this, I've said this before, but this might be somebody's first time hearing this. These holes will rip on this vellum if you don't somehow reinforce them. And just this little bit of paper makes them last a lot longer. And you don't have the issue with them ripping. So that's why I do that. Unfortunately, I found out the hard way. And then I didn't have what I would do. I think I talked about this yesterday, is I would like throw a piece of washi or an extra piece of paper here, but that sort of defeated the purpose of me doing this, you know, the vellum. Oh, Deborah, you haven't been live in a while. Welcome back. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that is what that will look like. So let's pop these together. And we're going to, so that's what this one is like. And I'm already liking this. This is what it looked like before. And it was a lot. That, soften the whole thing. There is something on this page, but it's not like too much. I do like how this bow works, by the way. Just because it's, I think it's taking off the bows and the presents. I'm going to do one little thing here though. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that in a light blue instead, because that's what this is. Okay, I'm going to do this in light blue. So let me show you. Look at that. And then you pop this here, and that green is drawing my eye right to it. And I don't think that I want to see that quite that much. I think I want this blue instead. So I'm just going to change that and make that really, really simple adjustment there. And then let me grab, I'm going to put this green back. Again, this is the Happy Holidays sticker book that I'm pulling, either the sticker book or the sticker sheet. There's a 12 by 12. Okay. Sometimes it takes a little bit as things start to come together. I want to see less of that bow and more of the presents, but I still want it to be there. There's plenty of green here now, and I think maybe that's part of what helped me too, is that this green now is over on the side of the page. Before there was no green on that side of the page, and I think that helped. But I think it does a nice job between adding the blues, greens, navies here that are in here, reds. I especially like it because I have that big like candy cane heart there, and that all this blue over here really helps that. There was no light blue over here, so that kind of stuck out. All right, so there's that side, and then again, that's what that looked like, and now we have that. And pretty cool, I got my favorite word in into that, joy. and kind of, you know, just, I like that, having that represented. That feels good to me. So, all right, let's pop that in the book. So this is day 25. And then we have 3 vellum pages in here as well. Now, you don't have to do that. It would have been fine here with, okay, there's Christmas Eve. It would have been fine if I only had 2, but I really like the fact that I have the 3. All right, so that's it, you guys. It's done. Look at that. I am not going to do the full walkthrough of this tonight because that's a long, usually a long video. But what I'll do, just because you're on, is I'll start just a quick little, I'll just do a quick little one. So December 1st, Kelly was sick. And then we did a light show. I added in the program from the light show. Kind of a new one called Enchant, and then used for the first time my new absolute favorite page protector, which is this flip out one from scrapbook.com. You can get them, just look in there, go to scrapbook.com, go to their page protectors, 6x8 page protectors, and it will be in there. So it's, you can either get them 2 4x6, or you can do like this one is it's 3 4x4s and then the 3 4x4 flip out. I put in my very first page, and this is so chunky that it's not laying flat. Very first page there with the vellum to kind of separate. And there we go. So that's the back side of that. And then there's the advent calendar story for day 3. Little story about a present from a client that added new decor this year. And then this is my first shaker pocket. I like to include those here and there. And I like it when you can see behind something behind there. I like it a little bit better usually if it's like a photograph like that. Whoops, I can't really do that, but a photograph behind. This one caught a program, but that's fine. A little story of buying some cookies and ice cream for dessert. This is the pamphlet for the Christmas show we went to. At one point I had thought about popping like a sheet of paper on here. I haven't done that. Maybe I'll go do it when I'm done, and you'll see it in the wrap up when I wrap up the whole book. But there's the light show, and oops, actually this goes like this. There's the light show, and then the card, and I still, that card's just staying where it is. So it's hidden most of the time. Excuse me, you guys. A little wine walk we did with my sister and brother-in-law. And then more of the Allie Edwards tabs there that I actually cut down so that we had, anyways, they cut down, I cut them down. I think if I do this in the future, what I'll do them is cut them down to the smaller ones. I like that much better. And then this is just the program from the wine walk because there were a couple of wines that I really liked. This is just a date night for, or date day really, for my boyfriend and I. I was loving 3x4 photos this year, obviously. This is the first of kind of the small pages where I cut a the 4 3x4 photos, that page protector in half. So story this side, and then a story for the next day on this side. This is this is sassy because the twine is coming out from the tag behind. Okay, there we go. My Christmas cards this year documented. Most years I put an actual card in here, but I only had 40, and that was just enough, so I took pictures, and there were 4 different ones, so I took pictures of that. So there's that. This one is of a second bookish advent calendar that I got this year, and the first of the tags with the twine. And then this is a story about goodbye to Pinky and hello Big Red, because my, what did I determine it was, 12-year-old? Yeah, my 12-year-old ATG finally gave up the ghost, and I have to say I'm back in love with ATG again. It was the ATG because it was so old. That was the problem, not the fact that it was ATG. My wrapping paper, and then Christmas list that I keep every year. The second of the vellum pages here. And then the one corresponding. This one you saw me do just the other day when I made this pages. I finally changed that 16 out, and I love this page so much more. And then, so this was a day with my grandkids. Oh, I forgot to show this. This is a flip up there. And then light show that we went to that night. Here's a little day of Paris planning and with my daughter-in-law and my best friend, and then some shopping that was going on, running errands, that kind of stuff. This is the first of these like loose cards that I did where I journaled on the back of this one because I didn't have a place to journal it on this Hallmark Movies 6x8, and it's one of the full sheets, by the way, 6x8 sheets of layout. So I have 2 of those in, I think, here. So I journaled on the front of this card and then just did something a little bit fun on the back. You'll see another one of those. Put the tag in. Thank you. And I cannot remember who this subscriber was who suggested this, but I actually do like the way that looks. There's the back side with my tree, but a story about my tree that's actually continued over here. So the 6x8 here, and then I cut another one of those 3x4s. There's the story. And then the back side of that, more just kind of a fun using one of the currently cards. And then my thoughts on the season so far. This is day 19 where I had been so sick I was finally starting to enjoy it. Day 20, I had Christmas with my best friend, so a little bit about that. Day 21, I baked sugar cookies, and it was my 50th year of doing that, so another flip out. This is a story of, and this was another place actually I was thinking about putting a vellum page. I'm not going to. This book is really chunky, so I'm going to leave this as is. Dinner with a really close friend of mine. And then another flip up here where we did a we went to a winery and had fun that day. I did a this card on the outside and another flip up, and then a funny story about this dog that you can barely see. And then the light show that we went to after that. And then we hit Christmas Eve. So we spent our first Christmas together. You guys have all heard that story. And we had been dating 3 years and we were never able to spend it together because of COVID. And then I was making my first actual pie crust. So we got that down there. And then this is Christmas Day, and there's a lot going on because here's my second sequin pocket. If you do this, don't do what I did. Don't put as many sequins in because they get really bunched up in here. I put in the normal amount, put in about half of what you do. But then I just did this wood veneer, and they're sliding together and that kind of stuff, but I'm okay with that. And obviously another flip out, so it's kind of fun because you can't really see that photo behind there. I did, by the way, change out these 2 cards the other day. I don't think I told you that, but I did do that. Kind of, I much preferred seeing this here. It gave me a little bit more eye relief. And then I also have a flip out here because we spent that day together, actually officially spent Christmas together. So that page has a lot going on. Here's the vellum we just did. This is the day after Christmas. Nice little simple 2 4x6, or yeah, 2 4x6s. And then backside, I use the 4x6s, but I did 3x4s. Another half page layout, or half of a 3x4 page layout. So I think this is my 3rd one here with a story about that. And then a playlist. And then these with another flip out page are my new ornaments for the year. And then this is from Saturday when we were celebrating Christmas with my grandkids. Another flip out, of course, because that's my favorite. You know I'm buying more of those next year, right? And then the back side of that day. And then this was just a story that I didn't want to make room for on my page for New Year's Eve. So I actually buried the lead and did the journaling first because I liked how this looked. I finally used that joy card because we know how much I love joy. And then talked about what it is it's talking about the 186 books I read last year and how cool that is. New Year's Eve was quiet for us, but we got to watch the Packers win, so that made us very happy. And then obviously I have to finish this where I do the tag for all of those people. And then, because this is the page I just did, and just kind of, this is day 32, so this was for today, really. I usually do this somewhere along, whether it's one of the actual days or it becomes a bonus later on. And then another thing to day 32, really, I could put day 33 on this. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it as is. But this is just kind of some of the stuff, decorating stuff around the house that I took some pictures of. And the reason I did this is, well, I always document my Christmas card wall, but I wanted to document some new decorations I used this year. And then that is on the back side of the calendar that is now all filled out, has a little bit of decoration to it. Fairly simple, so it's taking up some of those spare. You can tell how sick I was because I didn't do anything. I just went home and laid around. So, and then the homemade Christmas cards that people have sent me, and then the special cards from like my grandkids' family, my boyfriend, best friend, and then just another special one. So that is a very quick walkthrough. I'll go back into this and do a full video. Obviously I need to stop talking though because I'm starting to cough a lot, but I'll do that at a later date, maybe this weekend, maybe sometime this week, one night, but I'm hoping to get it done by the weekend. Usually I try to do them right on top of each other, but that's not going to happen. But maybe I just found out I have a cancellation for tomorrow at one point, so I might get home a little early, and maybe if I do that, maybe I'll decide I want to do this tomorrow. So anyway, here's the most important thing of all. Thank you guys for following me. And gosh, this year was crazy. And thanks for putting up with the incessant coughing, the craziness, because I had cold brain and some days had wrong dates. And, you know, you guys were so sweet and kind about some of that crazy nuts, because that is not something, you know, I don't want to present videos and stuff like that. But I guess it just goes to show you that if you want to do December daily, you do December daily. Part of it for me, as I always say, is that I've made the commitment to do a video for you every day, which I think pretty much happened except for one day when I was having some internet problems. And so other than that, I think we did one every, you know, I did one every day. And you guys just, you know, seeing you and, you know, just talking back and forth and exchanging ideas and stuff like that is just, that just warms my heart. Honestly, this project, these videos, you guys are a big part of my Christmas season in all seriousness. It's definitely come to be one of my favorite things about the season is the documenting it and having you guys along for the ride, but just the sweet things. Oh my gosh, the comments and the sweet things. And I know I have not gotten back to everybody's comment. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I've commented definitely where I could or liked things quickly, but it's just been a whirlwind for me once I felt a little bit better. But know that I've read them all. I always read your comments, be it on this or regular layouts. So I think that's it for tonight. I'm going to keep doing Tuesday and Saturday videos. I need to get going on that though, because I'm going to be, I know I've got them processed through I think the end of January, but I've got another little trip to Florida planned in February. I need to get going on some more videos so that you've got them when I'm gone, which is crazy. But again, you guys, thank you so much. This is very obviously my favorite project of the year. I say that every year. I can't believe it's done. It's a little crazy. I mean, I know I want to do the walkthrough, but I really can't believe it's done. But oh my gosh, what a pleasure. I'm going to just continue to display this for a little while. I have most of my other Christmas stuff down, but I'm going to leave this out for a little bit. I like to look at it and just some of the memories of the season and that kind of stuff. But again, thank you so much. And I'll be back in the next few-ish days to do a true walkthrough of this. Take care, you guys. Have a great day. Good luck with your own December dailies. You know, that's cool. If you comment on the back side of this video in a week and say, I finished mine, I'll send you a, great cheer of yay, you're done kind of a thing. And know that because I see your comments come through all the time. They come into my email anytime you make a comment. So take care, you guys. And if I don't see you in the regular scrapbook videos, I will be happy. I will see you guys next year. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.